So wagwan bruv or bruvette, welcome back to another installment of Edutainment, the place where you are laughing, you are entertained, but most importantly, where you are learning something you can apply to your own personal life. You know what I'm saying?
Do it. You scrolled on this video to do it.
So, we got another financial video for y'all. The video is called, one moment please, one moment, do not click off, do not click off, do not mother effing click off. Thank you. The video is called Living Paycheck to Paycheck with, hold on, with, drumroll please, Living Paycheck to Paycheck with $380,000 income. Let that sink in for a moment. Let that mother effing sink in. $380,000 and you're living paycheck to paycheck. What the fuck? What is going on?
Yourself.
Halfway.
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man.
To find out, this video is courtesy of Chris Hogan, and you know I just be talking my shit, and I give him a realistic perspective on the whole topic of financial education. So the best thing in life is to never to learn from your own mistakes, but to learn from someone else's mistakes so that you can curve that situation. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Subscribe, like the video, it's all free, and no long talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
All right, I'm going back to the phones. I got Alexandra on the phone. How are you?
Hi, I am fine, thank you. Thank you for taking my call.
Well, I'm honored to be able to speak with you. Hey, I'm just curious, what is the temperature right now in Connecticut?
Right now, it is about 78 degrees.
Okay, all right, because people tell me, you know, that's one of the places I've never been, and people always tell me it's cold, right? Is it cold there a lot?
No, I would say it's probably about 10 degrees warmer than Nashville, but it does get cold in the winter, and we do get a fair amount of snow.
Okay, how long have you lived there, Alexandra?
I have lived there about 30 years.
Oh, you've been there a long time. What's the coldest you've ever seen it?
-5.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Oh, no.
No.
Not at all.
Okay, all right. Well, people are making it sound like it's the hardest, so I need to come visit.
I think you should. It's a wonderful place.
Well, I will do that. How can I help you today?
Okay, my husband and I are 55 and 52 years old.
Okay.
We have a very good income.
Mm-hmm.
We have no debt, but we have 2 big mortgages. One is on a family summer home, which my husband won't sell because it's tied to his family. We do fund our retirement accounts, a 401k and a 457, which both belong to my husband, and we do those to the maximum. We have decided early in our marriage that our legacy gift to our kids was to pay for college so they could graduate debt-free.
Okay.
The problem is that we are now in year 3 of 8 straight years of private college tuition, and as a result, we are living paycheck to paycheck. So, my question is, should I be concerned about not paying down our mortgages and building our wealth, or should I view the next 6 years of our lives as a time of giving to our kids because we can, and be okay with just doing the maximum on our 401k and 457 and not going into any other debt?
Okay. All right. So this is multi-layered here. I want to ask a few questions, Alexandra, and I appreciate you sharing this with me because I can hear the stress in your voice. What is your household income right now?
It's about $380,000.
Okay. All right.
You know what I find funny? Well, not funny, but like interesting. It's just like how naturally when you make more money, all your expenses just all of a sudden start to rise. It's like you now feel like you can get certain things that you normally shouldn't be getting, or yeah, you can, you know, have fun once in a while, but like I feel like just in general, the more money you make, the more likely you are to increase your expenses. It's just natural, like rising of the tide type of thing, right? Maybe it's because it's me and like I'm in the realm of entrepreneurship and I'm used to it, but like 1 month you can make like $1,000, $2,000. Next month maybe not as much, but it's not always consistent with regards to when you're doing your own business. So I've always been in the habit of not spending too much, because you never know what the next month might look like. Especially early on, if anybody's ever tried to do their own business, you know, like 1 month you could be booming, you could be balling, you know, like a shot caller. But the next month is like, how am I gonna pay rent, or how am I gonna eat, or let me just eat, sleep for dinner. So just always keep in mind that no matter how much your income goes, live below your means, at least so that you have at least like a certain amount saved up, or a certain amount that if you for whatever reason lost your job all of a sudden, or you got fired, or you want to do something different, you'd be good. Instead of going to an out-of-state school, because it seems like maybe it might have been out of state, like private school, just like go from home. Like, and at the end of the day, the college and the university you go to does not really matter that much. It's just your connections. That's all. Okay, private school, in-state school, or in-province school. At the end of the day, it does not matter that much.
You're telling me you're in 8 straight years of paying for college, or that's what you have left, right?
We have 6 more years.
6 more years. How many kids do you all have?
We have 2. They are 20 and 16.
Okay. All right. And you all decided that you wanted to pay for college. That was the legacy gift you wanted to give your kids.
Correct.
Okay. How much do you said you all have a 401k and a 457. How much are in both of those combined? Ballpark.
Combined, about $1.8 million.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Alexandra, how much is in those?
$1.8 million.
Okay. So I'm talking to everyday millionaires here on the line.
Well, we started saving before we knew each other, so we came into our marriage with 401k accounts.
Okay. Alexander, do you know you're a millionaire?
I don't feel like a millionaire.
Honey, okay. Well, we'll get to that here in a second, but are you hearing me? Do me a favor. Say, I'm a millionaire.
I am a millionaire.
You are.
Yo, it's good that she and her husband were already financially stable, financially well. I'm not saying that you shouldn't marry somebody or get with somebody long term because they aren't in a good financial state, but you need to keep account or keep track of their spending habits and what they really do with their money. Like, if you guys are not on the same page financially, before you guys get into a marriage and there's a bond together or even a relationship, that's why you need to wait at least 6 months to a year minimum before you get into a relationship. Because you want to get past the whole honeymoon stage of the relationship and see the actual person. I asked this girl one time, she was trying to pressure me to get into a relationship. And I was like, are you sure you want to get into a relationship with me? Or do you just like the idea of a relationship? And I was like, because we were talking for 3 months, about 3 months into it, and she was like, yo, so I think we should make this exclusive. And I was like, do you like the idea of a relationship, or do you actually want to get into a relationship with me? And she was kind of speechless. So I was like, give it time, take time. 6 months to a year. I'm just saying, to really get to know the person, and really, before you start really investing time, energy into someone you don't really know, especially when it comes to, if you're thinking about what are your requirements, ask yourself, what are your requirements for a relationship with regards to being financially stable or having a financial goal that they're working towards, they're hustling, their relationship wise, spirituality, if they're a Christian or not. These things are important. You don't just half-heartedly get into a relationship and just see just like that. And you need to see this person when they're angry, before you even get into a relationship with them. Are you okay with their behavior when they're angry? Are you okay with their behavior when they're upset? And can you handle that? People rush into relationships way too soon. Shout out to them though. It seems like they were on the good financial spot before they got together officially.
That's not something for you all to be shy about. You've worked hard here to be able to do this. And so you guys have pushed and focused, and you're there. So now that changes my focus here a little bit, because right now you all are trying to do giving and trying to do that on the school front. But now it's a matter of the paycheck to paycheck is the thing that's really kind of eating at me, because you all have a great income. And right now what's happened is you've lost your way a little bit.
Bit off more than they could chew.
And as far as taking on this big opportunity, and this massive level of debt for your young people to really understand what's going on. I think the thing that you've intended as a gift has actually become an anchor for you all financially. And so I want you and your husband really to sit down and talk this through so you can figure out, how are we going to approach this moving forward? You see, just because you start something doesn't mean you can't adjust it. Okay, I mean, that's good. You have the right intent, you've got the right mindset on it. But I mean, we got to be smart about, where are they going to school? You know, if they're going to school and it's 40 or 50,000 a year, that's a whole nother ball game, as opposed to going to a place that's 15 to 20. And so it really boils down to mathematics. And I'd also say, look at your budget. You know, look at the budget, understand kind of where you are. Every dollar will help you really get plugged in and understand how to be in more control. But you've got an opportunity here to make some adjustments. And I think those adjustments are what's going to be really important, especially for the 16-year-old that's coming up. They need to apply for scholarships and grants and really be able to look at this. So we go into it with those eyes wide open. And the other side of this is this a deal that you all are making for undergrad, or is this grad school? Because I'm going to tell you, I got some friends that are career students. Okay, seriously, I've got friends that have got a bachelor's, a master's, a PhD, an LMNP. I mean, they're going after everything. And so there needs to be a fine line on this of what you guys are going to do. So again, congratulations on reaching everyday millionaire status. But now what I want you to do is let's put some more guidelines on this. You and your husband have a conversation. I can hear the angst about the family summer home, because we definitely want to attack those mortgages. Or what's the long-term play? Are you all planning to stay in your home? And if so, we need to get that thing paid off, and so you own it. And so I think the key is going to be tightening up the budget and getting a little bit more focused. But having those conversations together, Alexandra, I think you all can definitely get there and really be able to walk through this.
Yo, like, legit. Honestly, if you are making like 10,000, like let's say 5,000 a month, live as if you're making like 3K, and you'll always have so much money left over in your savings account to save up for the day you want to quit your job, the day you want to the day you get fired, perhaps. Just whatever you're making, shave off $1,000 or $2,000 off of that, or even a couple of $500, or so. Just assume, just like whatever you're making, assume you're making less, a certain amount that you're making less for, and live off of that, so that the extra can be put towards your savings or towards something you actually want to get long term, like a house, whatever it is. And honestly, in-state tuition and going to a private school, it's not that different. Like Ivy League, I was all into the whole like Ivy League thing and how Harvard and Columbia and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's not that much different. It really is not. If you have the connect, the hookup, the networking skills, you'll get the same type of job or same type of like thing as someone who went to a school in which they paid $40,000. Would you rather not be in debt and get the same type of degree, or be 30K in debt and because of the prestige of XYZ place? I'm just saying. And check who you are getting into relationships with. Relationships should not just be anybody and everybody. Go through the whole vetting process. What are your requirements? Give it 6 months to a year so that you really know the person, know which type of person you're getting into a whole relationship with, right? Are they crazy? Are they bipolar? Are they a narcissist? You want to get past the whole honeymoon phase. By the time that you're in a relationship, like just you and him, you and that person, it's like, yo, I know this person, I know what I'm getting myself into, and I'm cool, right? So, but yo, God bless, much love, peace, and joy. Namaste. And always remember, if it doesn't feed you, do not water that shit. All facts, no cap. And remember as well, too much or any good thing is good for nothing. Nothing. Deuces.